Imagine a motorhome that's under 20 feet long, so it parks like a normal van, then expands into a true living space without the leaky slide-outs RVs are infamous for. Today, we're revealing the 19-foot expander, a future Class B motorhome concept that tries to live like a Class C, while staying within real-world constraints. We'll do the cinematic tour, then we'll judge it with a feasibility score. Class B vans are popular because they're compact, often around 17 to 23 feet, and easier to drive and park than larger rigs. But the trade-off is brutal. In this footprint, you're always choosing between a real bathroom, a real kitchen, storage, and comfortable sleeping. So the design rule for this episode is simple. 19 feet, sleeps 4, full wet bath, real galley, and no traditional slide-outs. On the outside, the expander looks like a clean, stealth luxe van, matte composite panels, smoked panoramic glass, and a subtle beltline that hides the entire trick. Here's the concept. Instead of a slide-out, the expander uses a telescoping shell expansion. Think of it like a camera lens. The living module is nested inside the main body while driving, then glides outward on reinforced rails at camp. That matters because slide-outs create huge leak risk and long-term flex issues. A telescoping shell can be designed with fewer cut seams, if the mechanism is engineered properly. Transformation is a 3-step sequence. Stabilize. 4 automatic leveling pods touch down. Unlock. The exterior seam line unzips, with mechanical latches. Expand. The midsection slides out about 18 inches per side, widening the lounge zone without changing the driver footprint. And the key detail: the roof doesn't lift like a pop-top. The roof stays rigid for safety and weather sealing. The expansion happens laterally in the living core. Inside, the first thing you notice is the warm core spine, a central structural and utility channel that runs from cockpit to rear. Why do that? Because in a compact RV, routing ducting, wiring, and plumbing through random cabinets is how you lose space and create service nightmares. Here the core spine carries HVAC ducts, electrical runs, freshwater lines, gray/black venting, so the walls can stay thin and the furniture can stay modular. Now the lounge. It's a U-shaped settee that converts into a full-size sleeping platform. Above it, 2 fold-down bunks deploy from the upper wall. That's how we hit Sleeps 4 without turning the entire RV into one permanent bed. And yes, Class B rigs commonly top out around 4 sleepers, so that spec is realistic for the category. The galley is intentionally minimal but real. Induction cooktop. Sink with high arc faucet. 12V compressor fridge. Pull-out pantry column. The secret is vertical storage. In vans, horizontal cabinets eat elbow room. Vertical columns keep the walkway clean and make the space feel larger on camera. Also, the floor is flat and continuous. No weird steps. That's a big deal for livability and safety. Here's where most concept RVs cheat. They show a glamorous bathroom that would never fit. The expander uses a wet bath, a sealed shower room, because that's the only way a true shower exists in this footprint. We're pairing it with realistic tank sizing. Class B freshwater is often around 20 to 40 gallons depending on model and layout. So we spec 32 gallons fresh, 26 gray, 18 black. And we design for conservation, navy showers, low-flow fixtures, and a smart recirculation option that can recycle warm water for short bursts. Power is where futuristic usually becomes fantasy. So let's do the math in plain language. We spec a common high-end van setup, 12V400 LiFePO₄, about 5.1 kilowatt-hours, 5120 Wh is a common stated capacity for 12V400 packs. Add 600 W roof solar. That's enough to support a realistic daily routine, especially if you're not running a huge air conditioner non-stop. This rig uses a 12V heat pump paired with high insulation and the warm core duct spine. That doesn't make cooling free, but it makes it possible to manage comfort more efficiently than traditional RV setups. Practical reality check. A 3000 W inverter is included for kitchen bursts and tools. If you're in good sun, 600 W can meaningfully recharge during the day. If you're in shade, you live like a van, conserve, and use shore power when needed. Now the hard truth. The telescoping shell is the entire make or break feature. Risks include sealing complexity, fewer seams than slide-outs, but the seams you do have must be perfect. Racking forces. If the van isn't level, the module can bind. Crash safety. The expanded module must lock rigidly when driving, and the rails must be engineered like structural members, not furniture sliders. So the futuristic part isn't AI design. The futuristic part is the manufacturing precision. Time to score it. Out of 100. Layout. 17 out of 20. The space works because the expansion targets the lounge, exactly where humans feel cramped. Weight realism. 15 out of 20. Class B weight ranges like 8,550 to 11,030 pounds are a useful sanity check. Our target at 10,200 pounds is plausible, but only if the expansion module is lightweight and the chassis is chosen correctly. Energy realism. 16 out of 20. Battery plus solar spec is believable for premium vans. The limitation is HVAC in harsh climates. Manufacturability. 14 out of 20. Telescoping mechanisms exist in other industries, but RV abuse is brutal. Vibration, twisting, and weather. Safety/legal. 16 out of 20. As long as the expanded module locks fully for driving and doesn't change road width, this stays within the realm of plausible compliance. Total. 78 out of 100. If we were building version 2, I'd do 3 upgrades. Add redundant sealing, a double lip gasket plus a compression seal. Add self-check sensors that refuse drive mode unless everything is fully locked. Add a service hatch strategy so mechanics don't have to dismantle your home to fix one pump. Now you decide. Is the 19-foot expander genius or a maintenance nightmare? Comment one change you'd make and vote for the next concept. No leak Class A without slide outs, or an Arctic warm core rig.